So obviously early days in the season, 1 week in, how do you feel things are going?
Yeah, really well. Really positive start. Delighted with the performances so far. Could have had a couple more points, probably 4 more points, but really can't fault the players. They've had a really solid start.
It's still football at the end of the day, obviously a higher level, but are you seeing any differences at all with 1 week into life in the National League?
Yeah, I think everything's a bit sharper. It's been two competitive games, but like I say, I think we've done well when we've had the ball. Yeah, we conceded a couple where we think we could have done a little bit better, but I think that's all part of the learning curve now. And the quicker we can become a little bit more streetwise when we haven't got the ball, then the better for us, and that might define our season. You know, as we get into the winter months, how good we are when we're defending without the ball. But I think we're showing some really good signs.
Are you starting to see different qualities from your players that you've maybe not seen before?
No, I think I've seen them before, but I just think a year down the line with some of them are matured even more, and I think we've cranked it up a bit in terms of the quality of the squad, and the players have really responded to the level. So far, so good.
We spoke last week about setting targets, and while you've got them from within, I think outside you're probably going into games as underdogs quite a lot. So do you feel that almost lifts a little bit of pressure off you as well?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, they definitely seem in the moment when we've been playing. No one's been on the periphery of games. Everyone's wanted the ball, and that's the way we play. That's our style of play. Everyone's got to demand it. So no one's gone in the show, which is a good sign.
Not many changes to your side either so far, keeping it settled. How much has that helped?
Yeah, well, it always helps that just to get that consistency of performance, and the continuity of the partnerships is important. So everyone understands everyone else's game, and so yeah, we've got that good understanding as a group of how we want to play the game, and there's a lot to look forward to. You know, another good fixture ahead on Saturday.
So what are your thoughts for your side on Saturday? Will it be settled again? Anything enforced?
No, I think everyone's a couple of nursing bruises, and Aaron Williams just turned his ankle over, but I think he'll be fine, to be honest, and all being well, we won't have to change anything.
Would you worry if there weren't bruises in your side after a match?
Yeah, I'd say they're not hard enough, or getting in hard enough. No, I mean they're fully committed lads, and they've given everything for the club so far, and if we can do that over 46 games, I think we'll be in a healthy position.
I know you spoke to Barry after the match on Tuesday night about Joe Leasley coming back. Is he progressing well then?
Yeah, just a bit. I mean, he's been on fire in training. He did ever so well when he came off the bench and put some great balls in and set up the equaliser in the last minute for the Callum Howes header. He really can't do any more, and he's full of life, as you expect Joe Leasley to be, and he's given us a problem in terms of selection headache.
And that's what you want. You've said numerous times that's what you want, isn't it, with selection?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, all the lads who have been not in the starting 11 so far have trained ever so well, and that's what we look for. We don't want anyone's head going down, and it's 2 games into 46. You know, there's a problem if heads do go down this early in terms of not being selected. Every single player is very important to us because it's so many games in this season. So they've got to be right in the metal, and it's easier said than done. That it's the mental side of the game more than anything, that keeping sharp when you're not playing. But I don't know if you just see, you know, the running that the other players have done. They're really putting in a good shift every day.
So on to Bromley this weekend. It must be one of the longest trips you've done with Harrogate Town. I know there has been a few over the years, but they've not been very often, have they?
No, they haven't. No, but that's part of the challenge of going up, and you know, we're full time now. We try and do it right. So we're staying. I think we're setting off tomorrow at 11. The hotel's got leisure facilities. We know the menu, you know, so everything's been organised, and there's no excuses. You know, this is why we went full time, so we could prepare in a professional way, and hopefully it'll get the best out of the players.
And does it help with team bonding as well, particularly at this stage of the year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've got much problem with the changing room in terms of the way they get on. They click straight away, the new players, and they enjoy each other's company. So they'll enjoy tomorrow. I mean, it might actually be easier for them to stay in a hotel than have a couple of kids back home keeping them up all night, like in my case. But no, I mean, it's the good set of lads, and they'll play cards at the back, a group, and then the others will be having a laugh. So not a problem.
maybe not a school trip then. Looking at your opponents, though, Bromley, have you seen much of them yet? What have you seen of them?
Just watched their game this morning against Dover. They drew 2-2, lost to Fylde first game. Got some good strong boys in there. We'll have to be mindful of that and pick up set plays, but experienced lineup at this level, so every game's a challenge. It's good stadium again, good 3G, so at least it's a very good surface for us to play on, and we'll be aiming again to have a positive result.
And finally, just ask about Toby Lee. He's gone out on loan?
Yeah, to Boston. Didn't start his first game, but I'm sure he'll be chomping at the bit to play on Saturday. Good experience from a good club, and so we wish him well.